All right, up next we've got Trenton Evans.
It's Trenton, yeah.
All right, so we see what Trenton's got.
Hey Russell, Trent Evans here. My question is about running a mind branding agency while giving back to nonprofits. I know you're very passionate, as am I, about my church and my relationship with the Lord, and I give back to causes associated with that. So my question is, how do you balance that in your own life and in your business, being able to give back to those causes while at the same time being able to efficiently run your business and, in my situation, my practice? What kind of pitfalls would you recommend looking out for? Any suggestions on how to manage it best? That type of thing. Thanks.
Awesome, Trenton. Awesome question. So, a couple things, because you're right. A lot of times people get into business and they hear stories like the Tom shoe dude who like gives a pair of shoes for everyone they make, and they're romantic about that, which is cool. But then on top of that, it's not just like the romance of how cool it is. Like they think like, oh, I'm gonna do this thing, it's gonna be a marketing hook, and we're gonna get people to buy and all that kind of stuff. And like, I don't know about you, but that just feels dirty to me. Like, so yeah, not saying that Tom's is, but a lot of people I do like, they're like, hey, and by the way, I'm gonna give money to charity. That way it's gonna go viral. I'm like, that's kind of dirty. Like, so a couple things. First off, what I say is the most important way to serve through money, like things like that, is I believe in what we call a tithe, right? A tithe is 10%, right? So it's like 10% of anything that I make, not like gross, because I don't even make 10% of the gross of the company, right? But like at the end of the day, I take home money and then 10%, and I tie that, and that's secret. Like I don't share that. People don't know what I'm doing with it. Like it's given to things, and I'm a big believer, like if you talk about like a cause that you're giving to, like that's your reward, right? Like I'm a big believer in that. So 10% of what I make disappears and it goes to what I believe, and I never talk about that. It's just gone, and that's a big thing. Number two, I talk about like a tithe on your personal time. Like I try to put in 10th of my time into personal projects, not so much money, but like my time into things where I'm helping serve causes that I believe in. Because money is one thing, but time is different, right? So that's another thing. Number three, if you do decide to do something part of your company, like for example, World Teacher Aid, right? At all the Fun Hacking Live events, we raise money for World Teacher Aid. I'm gonna be going to Kenya for my third time in October with, I think 9 or 10 of our funnel hackers, which is really, really exciting. And so we figured out a way to tie that into the business where every time someone builds a funnel that goes live, we give $1 to World Teacher Aid, and then our events raise money. So I think we've raised, $500,000 or so for World Teacher Aid, build a bunch of schools. And I talk about that, but I also realize that like, because I'm talking about it, like that's my blessing. Like I don't think the Lord's gonna give me any more blessings for that because I'm talking about it. So I know that. So that's just kind of my personal beliefs on the topic. But I'm not really like, and I'm not against using it from a marketing angle, but it's also like, it's not like I don't know, I don't feel comfortable or clean like using that as a marketing angle, but it's something we do, and we talk about it because it's a cool thing. It inspires people and it gets other people to want to give and want to serve, and it's an inspiration thing. So I think a lot of times like that's why tying something like that into your business is good, because it helps your company, your culture, like your people to go into something, but also don't do it at the risk of like of hurting your business. I was listening, it was a Shark Tank episode, man, probably last year. I can't remember who it was, but someone came and they pitched this thing where it was like a charity thing, and everyone was all excited. And I can't remember if it was Cuban. No, it was Lori Grenier. I think it was Lori. Anyway, I can't remember who it was. One of the sharks basically came back and said, look, in your business, you need to be as greedy as humanly possible so you can get all the money out, and then you can be as charitable as you want with the money you make. But like if you're tying it into the business, like businesses go under because they're taking money off the top to give to charities, things like that. And like business is business. Like if the owner's not paid, if the business doesn't work, the whole thing collapses. So you have to be greedy, selfish capitalist in your business. But then when you get the money out, then you can be charitable on that side. And I kind of believe in that. So anyway, I hope that kind of helps. That's my beliefs, my thoughts, and hope that kind of helps you out. Woo! All right, that good?
Yeah.
All right, let's drop the mic. Want more marketing secrets? If so, then go get your copies of my 2 best-selling books. Book number 1 is called Expert Secrets, and you can get a free copy at expertsecrets.com. And book number 2 is called .com Secrets, and you can get your free copy at .comsecrets.com. Inside these 2 books, you'll find my top 35 secrets that we've used to become the fastest growing non-VC-backed SaaS startup company in the world.